matter most to you and why? Helping others and taking people near to God's love is what matters the most to me. Since I was a baby, my parents had taught me many values, but one that has stayed with me is love. Loving what God had given me through my life, being thankful and loving others as God loved them is what I have learned through my life, through my experiences that I have lived. All my life I have been in a Catholic school. I have known God basically all my life. My parents, family, friends, and school have taught me about Him, how to pray, the most important prayers, the importance of attending Mass, etc. I made my first communion when I was in elementary school, and it was very significant for me. I knew everything about God, but at the same time I didn't. When I was in second grade of junior high school, my parents gave me the opportunity of studying English in a boarding school in Dublin, Ireland, for a year. Woodlands Academy is a legendary Catholic school where many girls from different places around the world as me are sent by their parents for human and spiritual formation. This year, besides improving my English, helped me as well to get closer to God. I had a very strong experience with Him during that year. He became my very best friend, and I started to have a very strong relationship with Him that really changed my life. I talked to Him as He was any other person. I really enjoy spending time in the chapel. I realized that many things were missing in my life. I kind of felt empty. I felt the need of making more things for others and sharing with them the experience I had lived with God. When I got back home, I started to get involved with many activities of helping the poor, sick, little kids, etc. And I went to a place where people teach me more about the Bible and God. I had the necessity of learning more about Him, His life, and what He had done for me. So I got closer to Him, but this wasn't enough for me. In the summer after my second year of high school finished, I decided to go back to Woodlands with one of my best friends who went to study there as well. But this time I was going to help with the summer camp as a volunteer, with the little girls that used to go to learn English. They were girls from 7 to 14 years old, and they came from many places, as Mexico, Spain, Italy, Brazil, and France. Woodlands became a very special place to me. In the chapel, which was inside the school, was the place where I first met God. During that summer, I realized that the poor and the sick weren't the only people who needed help. The little girls of whom I took care helped me realize this. These girls had lived many difficult things, family problems, esteem problems, and many of them didn't know God. When I finished the summer, I felt really good with myself. I got very close to those girls and I really felt I helped them. They were very thankful with me as I was with them. After the summer camp finished, many girls continued sending me letters and emails, asking me for help and advices. Even one of them told me that she was very thankful for having me as an example. That really meant to me lots of things. Those few months I spent in Ireland made me feel really thankful with God for everything He had gave me through all my life. All the people, opportunities, and privileges He had gave me couldn't be normal. Sometimes I got mad with Him for stupid things, not realizing all the amazing things He had done for me. I had everything in my life, and I had never realized it until that moment. It took me almost 18 years to realize it. I was really amazed, and I felt that I had to make something big in my life to thank Him. And that summer I felt so good with myself that I decided to give 1 year of my life to God when I finished high school. What mattered most to you and why? Last year, after I graduated from high school, I went for a month to a course with 53 other girls who wanted to do the same as me. 10 consecrated women to God and 1 priest were in charge of us. They prepared us for this year which we wanted to offer to God. We had talks, activities, and missions in little towns close to the place, and even one silence retreat. It was amazing knowing that I wasn't the only one who felt this necessity. The last week of the course, we were assigned to a place around the world where we would be sent as volunteers. As I had studied for a year and helped for a month in this legendary boarding school, they decided to send me there because I already knew how it worked. I was sent with 3 other girls to Ireland, who became my sisters during that year. I was in charge of 26 little girls between 12 and 14 years old. Each girl was different. different personality, different problems, etc. I really get to love these girls. I help them with their needs and with their human and spiritual formation. It was amazing doing this, but at the same time really hard. I had to wake up very early in the morning to then wake my girls up. I didn't have any time for me, but I really liked and I had a very strong motivation. I was doing all this with and for God. I had Mass every day for the whole year, prayers, retreats once a month, and holy hour every Thursday. But what I liked the most about my year, besides helping others and getting to know all these people, is that I got the opportunity to visit Holy Land. I visited Jerusalem and Nazareth, all the places where God once lived. It was amazing. I will never forget the feeling I had. It has been my best trip ever, and of course I will do it again. I would really like everyone to live that experience of making something for others, and not focusing just in themselves, getting to know more God and being thankful for what they have. This experience really changed my life. All the places and people I met were very special, and it has helped me to affront many difficulties of my life. These are the type of things which have to be shared with others. You never know when you can change other people's life, as someone else can change yours.